I'm living in a world that nobody knows about because at that time there were no other women I knew who were infected. She's my guide, my light to get me through this. It must be a reason. There's no way you're gonna tell me that I get infected and then 2 weeks later I find out I'm pregnant. So what do? We do what we have to do. And my family, my friends, they thought I was crazy.
For the first time in human history, people have actually survived the collapse of their immune system.
And you have control of your life, and in 1 second, your whole life changed.
And one day to another, I was dying. It's that quick.
Not only are we not stopping this disease, stopping the spreading, but the fear is still so great. They don't want people to label them with this, not this. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I can remember when it was syphilis that was the scary disease. You know what I'm saying? But people don't care about syphilis nowadays. All they care about is HIV and AIDS.
Yeah, this is me. This is my life every day, twice a day. 8 in the morning, 8 in the evening. Hate it.
It's funny how things freeze in your mind. I mean, I took the test, and then it was near a construction site, and I remember walking along in New York when they build something, they put up plywood, and you have to walk through like a covered way. And I remember just looking at the plywood and thinking, you know, I'm boxed in. Everybody's got earphones on, or they're talking on the phone. Well, look around. I mean, you know, there's so much beauty in this world.
And I know I'm gonna catch something and it's gonna kill me. I'm not gonna live to be 90 years old. And that makes me sort of sad at times, you know. But can you imagine, I used to not be able to look to tomorrow, and now I look years ahead, months ahead.
I always kind of sensed that I had it. I knew, like, well, I'm sure I have it, but it's under control. I'm fine because I'm positive, and I work out, and I eat well, and I rest, and it's not going to bother me because I'm fine. So with that attitude, I stayed who knows for how long. Then I had the confirmation with a test I was HIV positive. And yet I have the same idea. I'm fine. Nothing's going to happen to me. And I never went to see a doctor to be sure. By the end of October, I got so sick. And I was in the hospital for 3 months. When I left, I was totally blind and I was like paralyzed. But in my head, I thought, what's the worst that can happen? Trip on something? Well, whatever.
I had a son. And by 1996, the virus was like I had so much of the virus in my body that he really couldn't survive. I didn't have any prenatal care, so he really didn't have a chance. And my son dying was a wake-up call for me.
I found out being pregnant that I was HIV positive. Prior to finding out I had been sick, and no doctor could confirm there was anything wrong with me because at that time, women weren't affected with the disease. Being affected, I decided to go ahead and have Yumiko, my daughter. And I did it because I couldn't believe I can go through that illness without a purpose. I didn't have anything. So you're gonna put an illness on me with nothing? What else can you, I mean, come on, what? So, okay. If all I have with her is a day, a week, a month, then I'll take that, then not have anything at all.
All I want to do is die, you know, but then I found out I wasn't going to die, I was just going to suffer.
It's up to you how you react to it. It's up to you how you raise to the occasion, what you do with it. And that's a challenge.
I wish that people, whether they were at risk or not, get tested. At least we can rule you out. At least we can get an idea on what we're dealing with here.
We have the means now to live, I was going to say a perfectly normal life. No, it's not perfect. If you seek the help to get what you need to deal with the disease.
ASC, you know, I've been to a number of ASCs, but never one like this. And that's what I felt here, and that's what I feel here every time I walk through those doors.
Tuesday's Child, true blessing. ACE Healthcare Foundation, true blessing. These organizations helped me through the toughest time of my life.
What you do when you realize you have AIDS is you start a new way of living. It's a new way of approaching life. It's not the end of life, it's the beginning of a new way of life.
Just get with other people. Do not go it alone. Just don't go alone like I did.
Go to the doctor. Don't be afraid. And go to the doctor. Get it checked.
We didn't always have all these services. And now, because of these services, we have people like me who are living with this virus 20 years.
Or find a group. Even if you don't believe in groups, you need to be around people. And you will find that things that you think are just intolerable, other people have gone through worse. I think the biggest drawback of being diagnosed is isolation. Everybody's been there. You don't have to explain.